Hey, welcome back to Spilled Ink, the Comics Plus Spring live drawing show. And I'm your host, Brandon Blocksdorf. We're gonna be hanging out tonight. Man, it has been a week. I'm pretty hyped to get to the drawing board. I haven't really drawn um very much in the last week or so, so this is gonna be a fun challenge to spit out. But as always, we have the remarkable, amazing Max Flowers. Hello, Max. How you doing tonight?
Hi.
It sounds like your internet's working well, so let's hope we
Yeah,
get a full.
hopefully.
And as always, we always have a fun, amazing, astonishing co-host guest tonight. And man, I'm so hyped to have you on tonight, Jeremy. This is going to be one of the coolest times to watch you work. We have Jeremy John Hanson. How are you, Jeremy?
I'm doing all right. It's good to hang out with you guys too.
We got to ink over your work last week, and that was a fun brain exercise, dude. It was really, really interesting. I think your composition is so fun and like you put so much detail and you pour so much labor into it. You could really tell when you're working with it.
Uh, yeah, I got to watch you guys do that from the parking lot. I think it was like 15 degrees outside, and I was sitting there waiting for AAA to get a hold of me that never did. So I was watching you
Oh,
guys do it.
it's a
Oh,
beast.
yeah. No, you guys did a really good job. Brandon, I haven't seen yours yet. I gotta
Oh,
see
I
that.
need to. I haven't even gotten to finishing it. I've had such a busy week this week. I'm so happy that we get to just hang out and draw for a bit because I need some fun. But
Did
no,
you
I'm gonna pump it out this weekend. I'm really excited. I'm really hyped to just be able to go to it and just like play with it when I get there. What's left is like the bottom um left side, which is like a lot of the fun stuff, some of the crazy detail you put into like his torso and everything. So
Hey,
I'm excited.
yeah, that one. I started at 8:30 at night, and I didn't get done until 2:30 with all that like little that layout and stuff like that. So
Dang.
that was a that was that was it was fun. I think that's why I was up so late though. At the same time, was just I really was enjoying it, so I didn't want it to end, and I think that's why I kept going at it. I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but once you like started drawing, you're just like, I don't want this to end. I want to keep doing this. I want to do that. Erase, do something new, try something different.
Oh
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I
that
feel that.
that's the neat part. And I don't know. The whole process is just neat because I'm always trying to learn something different. And what I've been trying to focus on is shadowing, like more detail, like bringing the object out more. And then
Oh nice.
another one is um, just trying to make the person in front pop as much as possible. I don't. That's I guess that's kind of what my goal is, but I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know if I'm doing it right or not. But that's the fun part about drawing is just trying. You'll fail, but at least you're having fun doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry. Well,
No,
that's a mouthful. I don't know.
yeah. Well, it's always tricky deciding when and where to end, because you can spend
Yeah.
forever on a piece
Oh
perfecting
yeah.
it.
The longest one I've ever done was 18 hours, and I think I ruined it at the end. That was that was a big drawing.
Damn, that's
Yeah, I
epic
was
though.
doing
Yeah.
like I think I was doing 60 to 80-hour drawings in
Oh
school sometimes. It might even be longer than that, honestly. Um, that was like the photorealistic rendering and stuff. That stuff was brutal.
It's cool that you went to school for it. I didn't get a chance to do that for classes at all.
It
I
was
got I
it
got
was
my
somewhat helpful. There's a degree of helpfulness there, but it's not everything.
my wife's got a bachelor's degree in art, so I kind of just hit her up whenever I'm like, what do I do? Type deal. Am I doing this right? Tell me.
That's awesome though. Do you guys ever like work on stuff together or?
She is into abstract drawings,
Ooh,
and she does not relate one bit to comic book drawings. She's just not into that. I've tried. She is a phenomenal color, though. I got her the color in one of my drawings before, and that turned out pretty neat. It was
that's rad.
I was doing when I was trying to get back into it, I redrew one of Jim Lee's pages from Hush,
Uh-huh.
and she did the coloring in her own style, and it popped. So I think I did like 5 redraws of Jim Lee's Hush, trying to just get back into the frames and how to do this and how to do that because I stopped for so long.
Oh wow, that's interesting. So you were just like, oh, you're just like redoing the panels and everything, like by eye.
Redoing the panels, freehanding it, and just
Right.
doing it all by eye. So I would flip the page open and just look at the page as best I could, and then try to mimic it. But
Ooh.
back then, Jim Lee's art was, you could actually, get a chance to actually, do it. But now that Jim Lee's kind of advanced a lot more, it's a little bit more difficult to follow him. He's kind of like Ryan Benjamin to me. Like I've tried redrawing one of Ryan Benjamin's drawings just for practice, and that's brutal. Like I fail every time at that.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's hard.
So you do that consistently still, like as a practice, and do you feel like that
Not
benefits you a lot?
not so much anymore, but I'll do every once in a while I'll just do frameworks just for fun. To like especially hands. I love motions in hands if I get a chance to. I don't like the idea of a closed fist. I think that's just too common in pieces. So I try focusing on more movement.
Nice, that's cool. Yeah, that's I've always thought about doing that, just mimicking a page or something, just for practice. I think I'm at the point where that might benefit me a little bit. Just to
But yeah, it definitely does benefit. Gives you an idea and perspective on someone else's and how they took it too. You get that
yeah.
like feel of like what they were doing. But the one page I really want to do is I think it's like the 3rd page in of V from Vendetta. I would love to
Right.
redo that page.
Oh yeah, David Lloyd's a good dude.
Yeah.
Funny as hell. I got to hang out with him a few times when I was at San Diego Comic Con because the booth I would hang out at is a booth that he would just do his signings at. And so I remember the first time I met him like in 2016 or something. They're like, "Oh, Brandon, like, would you mind walking David to his panel?" And it was like, in the British Invasion panel and whatnot, and some awesome creators around that. Dave Gibbons was there, all sorts of stuff. But I was walking him to the panel. He's like, "Oh yeah, 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 let's go, Brandon. Just give me one moment. Let me just fill this up." And he just pulls out a bottle of red wine from under the table, and he fills this red party cup to like the rim, dude, like the very very tip, and he just slightly sips it, and he's like, "Let's go." And then we fucking walk over there, and it's like a 15-minute walk, and we're just talking about all sorts of stuff. And he was so cool. He's such a good guy. I have a few David Lloyd sketches. I have a Swamp Thing and a V, and I had a Hellblazer, but I think I gave that to a friend, which I really regret because I'd really love a Hellblazer from him.
That is just neat.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a real good guy.
I live up in Wisconsin, so we don't get hardly anybody that comes this way at all. So, and to afford to do like New York Comic Con or WonderCon or something like that, it's just too expensive. So I'm super jealous.
Cons get insane. I've been real lucky with just opportunities. I could only give it luck for the most part. But yeah, dude, it's gonna blow your mind once we get you to, even table at one of the cons we do.
That'd be so much fun. I'm definitely down.
But you've done some small tabling events yourself, huh? Like at your
Yeah, the Eau Claire Comic Con. It was pretty good last year. This year was pretty quiet, but it was cool to have Brandon and Jeff.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they were there. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the last names. I'm just blanking right now, but they were there. They were so nice. It was so awesome to meet actual people from Instagram account, and then get to be friends with them and get to know a little bit more about them. And they were just so awesome to hang out with.
Yeah, Brandon
That
DePillis is just astonishing in general. And I was just talking to Jeff DeMars the other day, and I love that dude. Really sweet guy.
hell of
Um,
an inker.
Dude, yeah, those guys kill it. They're great. Both of them great artists.
Yeah.
Brandon DePillis, like I was, approaching this piece today, and I was like, I think back to like what the advice he given from kind of going from the front and moving backwards, and like on stuff like this where I'm trying to do a little extra, that type of advice pays off a lot. But great dudes. That's really cool you got to meet. I haven't met either one of them in person. They're really excited to one day.
Me neither.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta make our way in that direction.
If you guys come to Wisconsin, hit me.
Yeah, it's crazy how spread out all these creators are, but it's cool that shows like this get to at least give us the chance to hang out. Because Max is in Alaska, so
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
yeah.
I actually thought for some reason you were in Minnesota, Max.
Oh,
When I was first talking to you, I thought you were in Minnesota. I didn't think you were that far away from me.
it's about how cold it is here.
Yep. At least we got that common.
Yeah, it's getting cold and dark fast.
Yeah, I hate time change. Throws everybody off, especially my kids.
I bet. Do the sleep schedule. I hate the daylight saving times.
They keep saying they want to get
Changing
rid
the
of it.
clock.
Get rid of it.
I know. I thought they were getting rid of it. I didn't know we were doing it again this year. I thought it was done. For some reason, I was really hyped about it.
Well, the way I heard
Every
about
year,
it,
I'm just like, I think it's next year. And it never happens.
I keep hearing that they're not going to do anything about it till 2016, but I don't know if that's even true.
Oh, 2026, you mean?
Yeah.
There you go. That's wild.
I'm scared
I
of this
feel like
piece, man.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Very
I'm
scared.
kind of just. I'm like freehanding so much of it. I just
want to let you know I'm blinded by a light right now with you guys, so I'm trying to look up, but all I see is like paper because it's our first screen right now.
yeah, we gotta get someone. We gotta get someone to tell us how to like flip the camera so we could give like instructions to creators. It literally, dude, it's so funny. Like every guest, it's such a consistent. And it takes
It's
people
weird
like
that
10, 15 minutes to figure out sometimes.
It's weird that it does it on the reverse camera, not the front camera of the phone. I don't know if it's just set up for web cameras. That might be it.
Yeah, there's like a way you have to like go in and reverse that camera through a setting somehow. I don't even know how. I haven't even tried it.
Well, I'm glad it worked.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I was worried because I'm like, I am not technology at all. This might go bad. I'm very, very old school. I remember when it was floppy disk. Let's just put it that way.
You know, it's so funny with artists, like some of them are so tech savvy and they utilize that in their art, but some of them are just like, no, I just traditional. That's it. I just do
Yeah.
traditional. That's
I,
all I
I
know.
I wish I could get better photos of when I do this stuff to upload on Instagram, because every
Yes.
time I upload it compresses it,
Oh
and then it
yeah.
makes it really fuzzy. I don't know if you guys have that issue too, or you guys upload it on your tablets first, but I
Every
feel like
once
it
in a
just
while, I'll have that issue, but it's all in the photo editing. It's all in the well, it's the phone you have and like the camera that you have, but it's also just how you edit your photos, um, to make them like look how they do in real life before you post them, because the camera picks up all sorts of stuff that you know isn't what the piece actually looks like.
yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that's something that I gotta get better at too, is just finding those little ways to make it look, I guess, a little bit better. Like when I do put it up. I never edit anything when I post it. Sometimes I'll just put the black and white filter on it just to like give it that solid, but that's about it.
Well, my grammar's horrible, so at the same time too. So I never know what to say in the post either too. It's like, this is a drawing I did.
Yeah, I stopped doing that because I used to do that all the time. And it would put so much pressure on posting. So I just started putting
Yeah.
one word in all caps in my captions, no hashtags, no nothing. Just get the post out there because that's what matters. And I don't even know how many people actually read captions.
I don't think really that many. Like I think they just see the
Yeah.
photo, especially if it's just art. I think they're just kind of like, oh, that's neat, and then that's about it. Which is okay. Nothing wrong with that.
What time is it? Dude, 7:48 already? Oh wait, we started at 7:30. My bad. All right, no, we're good. I'm so good. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm 1 hour behind you, so I was really happy you did that week.
Oh no, of course, definitely. Sometimes we'll even start at 8 on special occasions.
I'm a whole
We
4
don't-
hours behind you, Brandon.
I know, man.
4 hours? Wow.
Yeah.
So do you have any daylight up there right now, or is it just dark for you?
No, we have daylight for sure. We have daylight year round.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, okay.
but it does get dark fast. Like it's 4 and it's already like pretty dark. Give it another half hour and it'll be probably pitch black outside.
Is there days up there too where the sun doesn't go away, where it's day all the time? Do you kind of live up by
Yeah,
that top
in the
area?
summer we probably get pretty close to 16 hours of daylight. Maybe a little more than that. Yeah.
Long day.
Yep.
Wild.
Max, you working on a new book at all?
I am. I actually just finished the last story page of Family Man.
No way.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's at
today.
16 panels. That's that 16 panel one, right? Or like 20
Yep.
panels in one page.
Yeah, it's a 16 panel grid. Which there's not always 16 panels on a page, but that's the grid I'm working on. And
Wow.
so yeah, it's 48 pages of story. So that's all done. Now I just have like the interior cover credits page, which is going to be a 2-page spread, and the cover, which is going to be a painting, which is going to be interesting. So
Nice.
yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. I know how much detail you put into every panel.
Yeah, it's a fun one for sure. And there's no dialogue either, which lets me, well, there is like right at the very end, but
Oh wow.
it lets me
No,
play around with, like pure visual storytelling. I get to use all the page for art rather than like it being taken up by letters and stuff.
oh, interesting. I didn't know it was all. It was mostly just like visual art for storytelling.
Yeah.
Were you guys able to fix that for the panels? Like they don't have to be a specific size now, or do you guys still keep that grid in mind when you do? So say you're doing a panel and you upload it on the website after it gets all colored and stuff like that. Does it still have to be at that certain size? I think Brandy, I think you remember me and Bob talking about that a little bit. I'm trying to think.
I'm
I'm
not
trying to
too
think of it.
sure.
It's like there's like a grid when you upload it has to be a specific size.
I don't know. I think that there's probably are you talking about like posting it on Instagram or like
No,
onto
no,
like
like say you're gonna make the comic book itself, and then you had a do a specific, like it has to be in this grid for it to fit in the comic itself.
Oh, yes, you're talking about like margins and bleed and stuff like that and like comic
Yeah.
book stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I've got my pages printed out so that they have that on them. Let me grab one. Here. So I have my blue line grid all printed out on here. So I have a 16 panel grid plus like my margins and bleed and stuff. So I know
Yeah.
where these go.
That
And my Wi-Fi was being
Okay.
better now.
really neat.
There we go. Like all the audio just caught up at once for me. Yeah, we're actually going to be making blue line paper at CWS.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, really excited for that.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
in the works.
I'm excited about that, especially with it saying like Comic Will Spring or Apollo Comics at the top. Sorry. It sounds really cool.
Yeah, we're hopefully going to do it. Where one at some point you can might maybe customize it too, to upload your own logo.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
So have you guys seen Beetlejuice yet? Or no?
Yes.
I haven't.
It's cheesy, but it brings you back to your like the original in a way. There's a couple characters that don't make sense, but other than that, it's really good.
It's
Yeah, I've heard
certainly
good
a
stuff about
fun
it.
movie.
Yeah, that's basically the way you could put it. It's a fun movie. I think they had a lot of fun making it. I enjoyed it. I laughed. It took a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, it took a little bit to get into the movie. So that was kind of your like a little bit down for it, like downfall,
Oh,
but once you got to it, then it was just like it was worth it. Like then things kind of picked up and then you didn't know anymore. Like you were in the movie.
Yeah, I don't think it was a good sequel, I guess, but it was a very fun movie to watch.
Yeah.
And I don't think no, Tim Burton didn't write it either.
I
He just
don't think he did.
directed.
maybe.
Yeah, he just directed it.
Right. So you can tell that though for sure.
Yeah, I haven't. Unless it's streaming somewhere, I probably won't watch it for a long time. I'm surprised that, I don't know. Is it streaming somewhere, or maybe it's just too new still, and it probably isn't.
No, you can
Yeah, it's yeah.
yeah, it's on you can stream it on Amazon if you buy it, or I think you can go buy it now.
I think that's I think you're right there.
Oh wait.
It's all right. I don't blame you. Eventually, they'll be uploaded on internet somewhere. I know when Deadpool came out, that uploaded immediately on YouTube, and everybody was watching it.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Insane.
it was like the second day someone like streamed it. it was playing. I was like,
damn.
oh, that's probably not good. It was kind of the same thing that happened to Wolverine. They had the same issue where it uploaded on YouTube and everybody was watching it, and then everybody immediately gave it bad ratings and they banked like bad on it.
Oh,
they didn't
dang.
get what they wanted out of it because of that.
Maybe I could. I was gonna like erase this whole spot, but I think I could just work with it. I want to get to like inking it like now because
Oh, me too.
That's like that's the fun part when you get to start inking like right away.
Max and I haven't done a pressure piece like in a while like this. I love the vertical paper you're using though, Max.
Yeah, I thought I'd try something different.
That's funny. I was gonna use a smaller Bristol board today too, but I didn't. I should have.
What size are you using?
Or just this is actually like a test of the blue line paper from CWS that I've been using on the show.
Oh,
So it's
11
11 by 17. Yeah. So we're I like haven't watched Beetlejuice in like 15 plus years probably. So it was like, you know, just interesting just being like, okay, I'm gonna go draw this today.
Throw your food loop.
Yeah, I love that. That's what's fun about the show is that we're just gonna spit stuff out.
Yeah.
And like drawings like this, I'm not nearly as hard on myself on for some reason. Because I'm just like, yeah, I don't really know it, so it doesn't matter if it's not that great. I kinda just,
Me and
like,
Milo
blast
went as
through it.
the Beetlejuice ghosts last year for Halloween.
Oh really?
Oh, really?
That's so cute.
Yeah.
That's right.
We
I
made a
remember that.
Beetlejuice sign and played the music and everything. Yeah.
Nice.
Let me see here.
Have you guys seen the cartoon? The Beetlejuice
Oh yeah.
cartoon?
I
Oh
remember
yeah,
that.
I grew up watching that.
I feel like that's a
I
little
kinda-
bit of forgotten media, you know? Like
Yeah, for sure.
people know the movie, but the cartoon gets forgotten.
I thought that's kind of their interpretation of the movie too. It kind of felt like that, where they were good friends. You know,
Yeah.
they kind of, I think they hinted at that a little bit. They could work together.
that was at the same time of like the Ace Ventura cartoon and
Mhm.
stuff like that too. The Mask.
Yeah, I remember the mask. That was a good one.
I think I'm just gonna start
Bonkers.
inking it. Like
Go
I could
for
add
it.
more pencil detail, but I think I'm just gonna like black it all out.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a little bit of that too, for sure.
I have some like cherry stolen from Aldi. Stuff is so good, dude. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like a loaf. It's like almost like a fruit, not like a fruit cake. It's like a loaf, and it has like the dessert, and it's like has like powdered sugar all over it, but inside is like this flavorful bread with like cherry filling and pineapple and whatnot. It's so good, dude.
Sounds good
Just
as
trying that
hell.
out.
Do you guys have the
Yeah.
Do you guys have the cursed Aldi Christmas rat?
Cursed Aldi Christmas wrap. What?
Yeah, there's like an Aldi branded Christmas rat that's all like creepy looking.
Oh my gosh,
I'll have to
no, but
send
I
it
gotta
to you.
find this. Please do.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
please do. I feel like I'm missing something to ink with. I don't know what. I probably need a Q-tip because I'm gonna have to dip some blacks in the background for sure.
It sounds really rich. I've been on a diet for a while.
I feel like being vegan, I could just get away with stuff. It's the only reason, or else I'd have to be 100%, dude.
I've been thinking about going back to being vegan. It's just so
Good.
hard here.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Just grow it all yourself.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a little hard for me to go vegan. I like my meat. I like spaghetti. I like my cheeseburgers.
Oh, we could replace all that, dude. You got to.
It's
Yeah,
easy
percent.
if you're in a place that has like access to it,
Yeah,
you know?
it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's just like a different type of meat, you know. You got pork, you got chicken, you got seitan, you got tempeh, you got
I like
tofu.
Yeah.
I like chicken. I mean, but that's not really vegan. That's
So
definitely I definitely like the chicken. That's I'm chicken, eggs, veggies, and yogurt right now. That's my main source of food. Maybe some fruit in the morning, but that's about it.
nice. And
Bro, I don't know what with this piece.
I was just saying that. I was just saying that. That's so funny. I put these lines here, now I'm like, I shouldn't have put those there. I gotta work with it. I'm gonna black it all out.
Oh, I'm trying to see what you guys are doing, but I can't see it. I'm blinded.
I've barely really done much to see. Like I'm just starting. Like I'm trying to do a shovel. Never drew a shovel. Don't have a reference. So
Are you using your phone right now for
I'm using
recording?
my phone for no, I have a webcam.
Oh, okay.
Using my phone. I just have a reference for the tombstone.
Oh, gotcha. Right. Nothing wrong with the reference.
should have looked up a shovel though.
I'll spend hours looking at references. That's not the right angle. Okay, do this. Type deal. Maybe if I phrase it differently in Google, it'll bring up the one I need.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've started to get creative with references, like somebody using a sword. I'm looking at like baseball poses, or
There
like
you go. Yeah, there.
or like fighting stances, like depending on like the character, right? Like I'll look up like a wrestler's stance versus like a boxing stance versus like,
Yeah.
things like that.
If I get into that stuff, I also pull up a lot of Conan. I mean, to me, you can't go wrong when you're looking at Conan. You really can't, because they hit everything in that book. I mean, you want to start drawing, go to Conan. And
cool.
it's such a cheap book too. You can go to the dollar bin and you can get like, or even less than that, and you can just get so many Conan drawing or comics, and there's all your references right there.
Some great artists on Conan too.
Yeah. I don't think you could name a comic book artist right now that hasn't done Conan, like a professional one. I think they've all done Conan.
I don't know how people love Conan, to be honest. I've always loved Conan. Yeah, he's had some good runs too. Cool runs. Even the Jason Aaron run that came out, that was a cool one with Marvel. Crazy, he was with Marvel for I guess the second, and now he's back with Dynamite, I guess. Or whoever. I think it's not even Dynamite's Titan, I think maybe. Hey, see Kim K. Looking good. How you doing, my dude? Good seeing you. Thanks for tuning in. And then you got the Frenzetta Conan, dude. Dude, those are so cool.
All the magazine ones. Is that the ones you're talking about?
Oh, yeah, I guess a lot of the covers
school.
were magazines, yeah. The old school ones, yeah.
Those were, I think, hand painted too.
Yeah, Frenzetta was just a beast too when he was doing a lot of those. He did a lot of the book covers too, mostly. Those black and white Conan magazines are a treasure. I have them all. Ooh, dude, yeah. That's sick. That's super dope. They're good reads, honestly.
Yeah.
Paving the way on stuff,
If you got old school Conans, you might have some value too in them. Because I know the Red Sonja one, that is worth a lot of money.
Yeah, those are hard to find, some of them. I don't know, I've always wanted to dive into those old school, like, original Conan books.
Good stories. I mean, they did a pretty good job. Some of them are dull, but I mean, it's all right.
My nose is stuffy tonight too because the weather changed like crazy. Stuff to like a mouth breather right now,
I'm like that in the mornings because of the weather change.
Oh wow, I skipped this entire spot. Honestly, Kim Craig K says, honestly, as an adult, it's one of the only things that holds up for classic comics. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, like
A lot of the EC stuff is also very good.
oh yeah. But doesn't like some of the Conan even predate that?
Oh, a lot of them do.
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
because they were in Sunday papers.
Yeah, huh? That's wild.
I kind of hit my mark. I kind of hit my mark with comic books. I don't buy anymore. I kind of got the collection I wanted. I don't know if you guys have done that yet. Where you're like, well, I'll pick up like indie comic books and help support friends and stuff like that. But when it comes to like mainstream comic books, it's like I really don't want anymore. Just I'm happy
Yeah,
with what I have.
there's so many of them. Like
Yeah.
from when I was collecting too, you know what I mean? Like that's where I'm like definitely like I don't have room for anymore. I'm trying to sell off a lot of my collection. I still get books every so while, but I get more trades, hardcovers, or like nice editions of stuff, you know? I'll splurge for stuff like that. But single issues
Yeah.
I try not to get unless it's, you know, an indie book.
I got 6 long boxes full of comics. I'm good.
I have like
Yeah, that's a
40
collection.
short box.
I got
I have like 40 short boxes, dude. Like it's
I got
insane.
my main ones that I wanted to go after was the first cameo of John Constantine,
Oh yeah, I
his
got
first
that.
appearance, and
First
then
what?
first appearance.
Cameo
So
and
there's
first appearance.
yeah, and they were both from Swamp Thing. His
Yeah,
first appearance was Swamp Thing issue 37.
yeah.
Then I went after Hellboy, and that's
Ooh.
the next Men's Fantasy, and that's issue 14.
Yeah, I think
So they, to me, that is the Hellboy we all know because it's him in color. If you look at his first appearance, he's blue. To me, that doesn't count as Hellboy.
oh wow, really?
Yeah. So
That's
I
interesting. I
got
didn't know
that. Yeah, he's it first appeared at like San Francisco Comic Con, and it was like the first appearance of how
Uh-huh.
Bond was done. It was like Orange County,
Oh yeah.
something weird like that, and that's how Hellboy was introduced. And so that was one, and then Sandman Dream,
Oh,
and
I
then
got that too. Oh yeah.
I got one other one that I didn't know I even had for almost a year, and that was so I bought an Amazing Spider-Man from some like garage sale or something like that when I was binge hunting, or maybe antique store. I don't know, but it was tucked behind that one, and it was issue 181, the Amazing Spider-Man. I think that's what it is. It's, oh, sorry, 129, and that's the first appearance of the Punisher.
Oh, dude, that's sick. I actually have
Yeah.
that book too. That's wild. But that's what a win, dude. That book is that's a what a score to find that in the back of something. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
that
I
is
was
that's
I'm not gonna lie.
gold.
I cussed that day, and it was on my in excitement cussing, and that was on my daughter's first birthday. I found that, so
Oh my gosh, how wild. That's
yeah,
insane. How cool, dude.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it was like,
I got that book signed by Stan Lee and John Romita Sr. and Jerry Conway
oh,
actually.
oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, it was the first it was the one time I got to meet Stan back in like damn, dude. I think it was 20 I've been like 2017 probably. Yeah. Yeah, right before he passed. Like the beginning of whatever year he passed, I met him in the beginning of that year. But yeah,
That
cool
was one of
stuff.
my goals was to meet Stanley once, and I never got the opportunity to do it. So I'm very jealous.
He was not all there, but it was great. It was interesting being in that presence, you know. Poor guy. They ran him to the ground, man. Like even
Oh
his last years,
yeah,
like the handlers he had were really rough, and Dude, like
Yeah.
I remember because the people I was with that got books signed and everything, I got to go to this back room where Stan does all like the table, private signings. Um, and just like this guy like goes and pulls out of his pocket like the biggest wad of cash and just hands 2 wads to this other dude, and this guy goes into like this elevator, and it's just I was like, I think I just saw more money than I should have ever seen in my life. Like it was insane. Insane.
Yeah, towards the end,
I don't know
yeah,
who's like
and
that today. You know what I mean? Like, what's the
Right?
modern day equivalent?
I would know.
I don't know either.
me neither.
All right, I'm making this thing. I think we're gonna do a parallel pen today.
Oh yeah.
Do I have ink in this thing though? Is the question.
I've been trying to find a good speedball like recommendation, but I don't know if you guys know of a good one or not. I had good luck with
For a
the
nib.
speedball. Yeah, because I want a good one, but I don't want to spend an arm and a leg to do it either.
Honestly, just get like a basic manga G pen nib.
The G pen will work. Okay.
Because yeah, that's what I use. It's not as like fine as like a crow's quill or anything like that, but it holds up very, very well.
I had a lot of fun with it. Like when I was using it, like I felt like my lines were a lot more crisper. They were a lot more straighter. So I definitely enjoyed it. You had to be really careful at the same time too. So it was like you had to keep always being focused about what you were doing. And you definitely didn't want to go back on it because then the ink would explode up the paper.
Yep. Unless you're doing it intentionally.
Yeah. So I did a lot of practice before I tried. The first drawing I did with it was my Superman drawing one, and I don't know, I had a lot of fun with the speedball.
I threw myself off like crazy. That pen like bled out way more than I intended it to.
All right. Let's get some blacks in here.
Brandon, do you use your microns before you do your inking, or do you just go straight to your hard ink?
I really don't use microns. I really like enjoy these Tombos.
Okay.
I really like them a lot. That, and then I'll use my Pentel, my brush right away probably. But yeah, but I try to like outline what I'm doing and then just start filling in the blacks after that. Max like fills in all of his blacks and then just goes hard.
When I'm doing mine, I usually always use a micron first, and then I'll use my hard black. That way it doesn't bleed. I've always had issues with bleeding when I do that.
Oh. Yeah, it's the other brush I was using. Oh, it's another Tombow, but like I've used this brush so much recently, I think it's just worn out. And so I didn't get the point that I wanted out of it. So I just used my Pentel. That's what fixed it. I like my Pentel a lot. Like I know how to navigate it a lot more.
Well, Jeremy, you also have like a very clean house style, you know?
Yeah,
so it's gonna
OCD
change your workflow, you know?
Yeah. My wife said you need to be more freeing, and I'm like, no. I told her, I said, I'm so just like, okay, I know where I want it, and if this takes longer to do, I go with, I'm okay with it.
No, yeah, it's definitely stands out, dude. A whole lot.
I wish I could do that though. I wish I could just be like really open and free when I draw, but it's just that's always been
Same.
issues
I
with
feel you.
me.
I feel like I'm like messy, like stiff.
I think it's good to break away from that though every once in a while. Like when I do my sketches, like something that's only going to take like I don't know, not even 40 minutes to do or doodle, whatever you want to call that. I usually open up just a little bit more because I know I'm not going to be here for 8 hours doing it. I just want to have fun and try something different.
Oh yeah.
I've been trying to
Yeah.
get cleaner sketches actually because I can do loose and free, you know. So if I can do like clean sketches, it'll transfer over. Hopefully, I'll get faster at having those more intricate details and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know that the robot drawing I did, it was I feel like I botched it. I don't think I did a good job on it. Because that was
Which robot
just one of
drawing? I
the
don't remember seeing that.
it's a half woman, half robot girl.
Your cyberpunk one, right?
Yeah, I wanted to try something different. And I don't know. It feels like I did my framework right, but it was definitely something different that I've never done before. And I didn't really want to focus too much on the lines because I've just been doing that so much lately. So I just wanted to see how quick I could do it, how quick I could fill it out, and try to loosen up. But I think I was still pretty tight with it at the same time.
Yeah, it would look cool though. I mean, I can tell you're branching out, but even some of those, it's good to make those type of drawings and see what you got to work on.
I've been having a lot of fun with those tribute drawings. Those are always just fun.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, you're killing it at those too.
Mark got a hold of me the other day and he said he wants to have that as the cover, the one I did for Dead and Still Dying.
Oh, really? That'd be sick.
He says he wants that to be the variant cover for issue 2 that he's working on right now. And I was like, oh, seriously? I'm like, hell yeah.
You'll be in good company. I did a variant cover for no, not Dead and Still Dying. Never mind. I did a variant cover for Death Wish #2.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Death Wish?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I
Did
see
you not know that was
your...
being made?
I didn't even know that was out. Is it out or being made?
I think it's being made. I think
Okay.
it's probably done. It's just Mark needs to release it or whatever. I don't know.
Probably.
I love your pinup. I love your pinup that you did for the remainders.
No, thank you.
So good, dude.
That turned out awesome. I love the colors. I'm super jealous of the colors. Like I wish I could color. And everybody's like, just do it. It's like, no, I've tried. It's horrible. It frustrates me. It makes me upset. So I wish I could do it though. Bob's been trying to get me the branch watercoloring.
Oh, I bet you'd kill it at that.
I've been trying. Well, not. Maybe I'll have to do a live stream with watercoloring, but with him again, so he can show me how.
We could do maybe an episode out of it. I'd love to try doing that too.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Hey, I think my wife will have to set me up and say, okay, do this, don't do that, and you should be good to go, and good luck. And I'll go downstairs and it'll be all over my face versus the paper. That's probably how it's going to end up.
Vibes, I feel you.
Okay.
Yeah, watercolor just sounds fun though too.
Ink washing, me and Bob did.
Oh, nice. That's something I want to get
of,
next.
yeah. Like I get the concept of it. It's again like coloring. You need to know more in depth of your shading. So that's where I run into issues. It's like, because I already feel like I did my shading, the detail, and it's just like maybe I didn't. I don't know. So anybody that can color, I'm always impressed and amazed and wondered at like, how did you do that?
Yeah, I've never been good at coloring, like just in general. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't a kid that colored well.
We had a kid at school in high school that drew a lot like Max, and he would do monsters and these like earthworm monsters, and he would always just use colored pencils. And
I love drawing
using-
monsters.
Yeah, before I came up here, I was playing Beetlejuice downstairs with the kids, soundtrack, trying to get in the mood. So I got
Yeah, I thought about
Taylor stuck
watching
in my
it.
head right now.
Hold on, I gotta be back. The dogs are asking for water.
Got you. So what are like the main tools you use, Jeremy?
So mine's microns. I start from 0.1 all the way up to 0.12, but it's generally 1, 3s, 8s, and 12s, and then Pigma. You can get them at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or whatever you guys got. It's just Pigma MBs, and they're Japanese, like thick brush.
Ooh.
I've had good luck with them, but you can get maybe like one drawing like this done, and then it's good for a filler, like a big area after that. But I wouldn't recommend using it again because the tip gets bent very quickly.
Ooh.
And then if horribly something goes wrong, it depends on when the ink status is. We'll use Pesta. I don't know if you got that at all.
Oh yeah, I got those. I use those a lot now. Okay. I like those a lot.
It works okay if it's completely dry. Don't use it any sooner than that, or it turns gray. This one has been my best friend. This in our Pesto.
Oh, that's what I use too. Pesto.
Yeah.
It's the classic.
And then I got Jim Lee was using these the other day. It's gel rolls 0.8s.
Oh, cool.
Really good luck with these, but again, it needs to be completely dry. So don't do it right away or it turns gray on you.
Interesting. That's dope. I always love seeing what people use. Definitely still searching for equipment. I'm still always looking. I have like an old set of microns, so maybe I'll try doing more with them at some point. But
these are all my burnt ones. I don't know if you guys.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I hang on to them just in case for like if I need them really quick, but they're pretty much burnt. So I think I got about like I'm gonna say about maybe $500, $400 because ink keeps going up ridiculously. Yeah. Art used to be a cheap, fun hobby, and now it's just gone just ridiculous. It's like $4.
That's why I only buy refillable pens now, because otherwise I will spend way too much money on art supplies.
If I could find a refillable pen that's a micron, like a 0.8, and I could just refill it all the time, I would be happy. I would never complain again.
I think that's a
Because
microphone I
buying
have in here. Oh yeah, it is. Really? That's crazy. Yeah.
I think um I think Copic makes fine liners that are refillable. It might be Winsor Newton, maybe. There is a brand that makes refillable fine liners.
I'll have to look that up or hit you up if you find them again.
Yeah,
Just send me a link
definitely.
because I definitely would buy them. Because anything that would save money definitely is always a treat.
Yeah. Vibes.
Brandon, are you working on your comic book? I know you said you were going to draw your own comic. Did you get started on it?
Oh, no, I didn't. So much has
No?
popped up over the last like couple weeks
Oh.
or months. It's just been we'll probably do a segment of Spilled where we do something like that, if anything, because that'll give me the time and chance and opportunity to sit down and do it for a bit. But we have so much is going on with Apollo and CWS. I haven't had much downtime other than just like I'm gonna fry out for a bit and just relax. Like, but at some point, yeah, that'd be cool. I keep trying to or wanting to, but
Well, the more you
no.
do this too, it's going to help you out too. So there's
Yeah,
you're doing, even though you're not doing it, you're still succeeding right now because you're building up your stats for
that's the
your
way I feel. I'm
ability.
getting more confident in, I guess, approaching stuff. Like I was like nervous about this one, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna spit out whatever I can. Like, you just gotta
Well,
do it.
I've noticed an improvement. Every drawing you show me, I've been noticing an improvement. You're doing a good job. Like
Ah,
seriously,
thank
keep it
you.
up. You're doing a good job, man. So it's just that's the rough part is trying to get started.
I got real lucky and I found a way to make it part of my day job.
There you go.
Had to cheat the system somehow, you know. Um, but yeah, it's a really cool because I really want to dive into this more and more and continue to grow. And also, I need to probably do like another lesson plan day to see what I could reinforce. Because it's been a lot of fun drawing, especially because of Inktober. Man, that was so much. That was a beast.
I, I
Um,
I can't do all of Inktober. Just doesn't work. Like how you get the kids and everything going on, and I would love to sit down and do 30 days straight of ink, but it just not
oh, it's
anymore.
brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough in general. You know what I mean? I only got 20 days in or so. And even then, that got hard to keep up with. Max just is a beast, though. Like Max, awesome stuff you kept up with the whole time.
It's like I got
I
this.
couldn't even
I've
keep up
done
with the
90
post.
minutes.
I've done it a few times, so it's
Yeah.
not as hard for me. I know
You
the
know,
tricks to keep going.
Yeah, you got the tricks.
I did more this year than I've ever done before, and like I did more, like I put more into the pieces this year than I have previous years. So I thought that was successful in itself.
Yeah.
Um, and we're definitely going to do something next year too. So we're even talking about potentially even making notebooks, like sketchbooks for people.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I've never been a notebook person. I've always ripped my paper out. I don't like the binder.
Mm,
I don't
makes
I don't know if
sense.
you guys I don't know if you guys do that too, where you're just like no.
Yeah, typically it's hard for me to like do in a notebook, like especially because I'm left-handed.
That would, yeah, I could see that being an issue. Like Do you guys ever feel like if you do a drawing, you should ink it in like right away? Because if you let it sit for too long, then you're like, what was I thinking?
Oh yeah, hands down. In fact, like I have this Thor drawing that I did, and I did not ink it right away, and it's been sitting there for so long because I'm just like some days I like it, and then some days I just like can't stand it, and so it's always the days I don't get time to work on it that I like it.
Yeah, I have like a separate pile for that too. Like and then I also have another separate pile for all the drawings that have gone wrong in my life.
That's cool.
It's just like you started something and you're like, oh, this is gonna be so much fun, and then you're like 4 hours into it, you're like, this sucks.
I feel ya. I don't know if I'm gonna find any colors to this. I'm just trying to keep it black and white. I would
I
like
thought
to like
about
start
adding
scanning
red.
these. Right? Yeah, just like a little bit of color I might do. I might do like purple in his eyes or put red in the lettering. Um, what are you working on now, Jeremy? Are you doing anything like current projects?
Not at the moment, no. I would like to.
I
There
know, I love how
was
thirsty you are for work. It's so fucking great.
that mystery comic that I did. It's only like 4 pages. It's all penciled. It's ready to be ink. I don't, I don't know. I just don't want to ink it. I started the cover. The cover's like halfway done, and then when I get it done, I don't know where to go with it too. So it's just like I could print it out. I could, I don't know. It was just a fun like I'm gonna do like a little mini comic, but I ended up just stopping because it I don't know. I lost
Lost its
interest in it.
yeah, the last
Appeal. I
views.
mean, and it also, when I was looking back at it, I felt like I drew Nightcrawler in a way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that was her ability. She just didn't know how to control her ability.
Uh,
So she was still learning. So when she would warp, she would end up anywhere. Like,
oh wow, that's cool.
yeah,
I mean, it's your own take, it's your own spin. I mean, that's like one of those things when you use powers too of any sort. Like, almost every power has happened already.
yeah. It's hard. That's the hard part. Is like, yeah, every power's pretty much been taken. And then I
It's
found
a
out
hard thing to accept for any idea almost.
that you can't use the wording superhero. Uh, I don't know if that's 100% true, but apparently DC and Marvel own the rights to that wording.
I
Superhero.
heard something like that. Yeah.
That felt messed up. It's like, how do you guys own the right? I mean, yeah, you guys do superhero stuff, but can you really own the right to saying superhero?
Right. Huh. That's interesting. Go in here. Oh, I thought about drawing the lizard too. I love that you did it, Max.
The sandworm.
Yeah. cool. Just do a tricked out Tim Burton version of Dune, you know?
Oh, that's turning out.
Yep.
I just looked up and I can start to see it now, guys. So neat.
I don't know if I want to put red in it or not for the lettering.
I think I decided I'm not going to, but
Just like black and white it.
yeah.
I think I am. I think I am just for
Because
this piece. Just like
the red would have been so nice for Lydia's dress, but
oh
it
yeah.
wouldn't go anywhere else. So I'm just gonna do black and white.
I was
Did you put her
thinking I
like
was
in
just
a,
gonna use it for the tomb.
did you put her in like a wedding dress, or did you put her in like the cartoon TV show red dress? The
No, it's
cartoon?
like the red dress is in the movie as well, but it's like
Yeah.
that red wedding dress thing.
And if you want to color it later, you could always scan it and put it in your tablet and just color it too if you wanted to, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat. I got asked if I was ever going to get a tablet. I said, well, if I can afford it one day, sure. They're expensive, so
Yeah, all that stuff now, honestly. Yeah, and then plus like, learning, it's even with us, like I want to use my iPad more to like color and to do some stuff, but it's like it's a whole new learning curve as well.
you also got to pay for a program too or something like that.
Like Procreate, I think is like $10, but I don't know how much Clip Art Studio or things like that are.
Yeah, programs aren't too bad because you can just get ones that are like affordable one-time purchases, you know?
Yeah, that's a good part. And that's the cool thing about the, like, like the Apple Pencil or whatever, mechanism you may use, but it's like, yeah, that one thing does everything, so you just need that one tool. But I mean, I gotta dabble with it more. I try to, and it just doesn't feel right for me yet.
When I was talking to Bob about it, he said it takes practice and time, and once you get the hang of it, then you'll never want to do traditional anymore. But in the same sense, you miss traditional.
I bet. Probably just like you lose your patience for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's neat all the stuff that you could do. Like, you can get a lot of stuff done really quickly, but
I pretty much only use it for coloring. I'm way
Just
faster traditionally.
What do you use to color your stuff, Max?
Procreate.
Nice. Focusing so
Yes,
hard
probably.
on these letter.
You guys probably can hear my little girl screaming or hollering right now.
Oh,
I don't know
no,
if you guys can or
actually.
not. Okay, good. Good.
It's so
I get headsets on and it's supposed to noise cancel everything else out of the background, but I can still hear her. So I was
Oh
like,
my goodness.
she's a lot more vocal than my son was, and her words are coming out left and right. So
It's adorable. And it's
she's
pouring outside.
It's officially super dark out.
Welcome to Alaska.
Yeah.
I was like super focused on that. I wanted to add some of that grass in the background right here too. We'll see if I get to that. And so I was like, should I do green? And then I was like, no, if I do green, I gotta do more color, and I'm gonna do all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's in charge of both the kids right now, and she's got to take care of the dogs and the cats. And it's usually what I do is I take care of the cats and the dogs at the end of the night.
She's gotta wrangle everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 100-pound German Shepherd, so
Oh my goodness, that's epic.
I gave him a bath today, and he almost threw my back out. So
Oh man, that's
I wasn't quite happy with him. He does good at the end. He loves the towel. That's his favorite part is the towel, but not the bath situation. He likes to try to escape as much as possible. That's the brutal
How old
part.
is your shepherd?
He is 5, same age as my son. I got him 6 months before my son was born.
Wow.
He's
I think
he's
I think
a
Bunny's
good boy.
I think Bunny is like 3. So Milo's service dog, it's a husky.
Oh, nice.
Husky
Sheds
mix, I
everywhere,
guess.
right?
Yeah, very noisy, has a big attitude. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Yeah, huskies are. I think they're pretty. Their eyes are amazing, but they definitely got some attitude for huskies. Like they show their personality very quickly.
Yeah. Bunny has like short hair though. So like they told us that he was a retriever shepherd mix. And we were
Oh.
like, yeah, that makes sense. And then it was probably like and then when we first got him, we thought he was deaf because he didn't bark, he didn't react to anything. And then when we heard him play and make noise, we were like, oh no, because we very quickly realized he is a husky.
He's a howler.
Yeah.
so cute though.
At least you got them up there in Alaska too. They're more prone for the cold up there, so that's what they're for, cold weather.
Yeah.
Hi, Sebastian. My cat just walked into the room.
I got a cat. I got two cats, but they're not allowed to come in this room at all.
Oh yeah, for good reason.
I got too many things hanging. The one somehow got in here the one time, and she started knocking over all the comic books I have up, and I'm like, get out. I will end your life.
They are demons sometimes too. They mess up so much.
They do. But they're probably the nicest cats. You know, they know when you're sick, which is awesome. Like they're always right there, and that's awesome.
Yeah, we have some good support cats for sure. Hands
Yeah.
down. Let's switch this up here into. All right, switch that up for the ears. Refresh. Yeah, our cat having 3 cats is just a menace sometimes, dude. Like, it's fucking wild.
My wife would keep going with cats if she could, but I tell her no. And I have a feeling when I die and croak, she's going to be the crazy cat lady that nobody wants to see. They're just strays. They keep coming in.
Oh my god.
I feel like my wife would be that older woman later on in life after I'm gone. I really do.
I promised
I'm
Milo I
the-
would get him a cow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Definitely, a cow is basically a big giant dog. And probably, I'm not gonna lie, they're extremely reliable. So they're like it's like a pet pig type deal. But I almost got one. Almost had a pet cow when my grandparents had I think it was like 8 acres or 3 acres or something like that, and big open area. And I almost had a cow when I was 18.
That's so
Trying to save
adorable.
it. I was trying to save it from going to the butcher because she was a sweetheart.
I don't know if I can handle a cow, but they are the cutest things ever.
Okay. I gotta walk away and come back. I'm scared to move to the lower part.
Yeah, it's coming out sick.
Oh wow. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And you didn't plan any of that at all. You just like right out of your head, or do you, it's like Max, dude.
The Max is insane.
Yeah. That's the talent I wish I could have. Is just like know exactly what to draw right off the bat and just do it.
So yeah, it's insane. It's freaking insane. Definitely, it's fun studying him every week. You know, definitely pick up a lot.
What I do?
Yeah. I watch what you do, Max. There's a lot of tricks that you do, and I watch those. Like it's like
Oh
what
yeah.
can I do here?
That's why I was like, Max, you got to do this show with me. Like, I need you to. So I'm just gonna copy you every week, please. No, it's great because Max pushes me a lot, and he gives me a lot of room to like figure it out, and um,
Really the best way.
like actually, Max, you're a lot less controlling than I had expected you to be when we first started the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which is
That's
interesting.
because I'm still learning too, you know? Like I'm
I-
right there with
I
you.
don't-
And at least in
I-
mindset, you know?
Yeah.
You never, if you're doing this type of profession, you're never not learning. You're always learning something new.
Yeah.
And if you don't think you're gonna make a mistake, you're in the wrong field. You're gonna be making a bunch of mistakes.
Honestly, though, yeah. For reals. Oh man, you're getting there. kind of enjoyed this for what I've spat out so far, though. Or just like I was so clueless going into this one, I had no idea what I was. Couldn't even try to pull off. I did like a quick preliminary sketch, and I was like, all right, well, I guess we're gonna ride that out and see what happens.
That's looking really good. Tombstone, Beetlejuice.
I was gonna ask you for your pencils, and I was like, no, I shouldn't do that. We did it last week. I gotta challenge myself.
If you ever want to do that again, just let me know.
Yeah, that's fine.
I definitely shoot you that. It's.
You should do a Batman piece. I'd love to ink over a Batman piece of yours.
I could do a Batman. I haven't drawn Batman for a while.
Or a Spawn or something. Teach me a lot doing that.
I'm not I don't mind Spawn. I've always had troubles grasping his character. Like I get it, like what he did. He took a bunch of his favorite characters and he mashed them together. Like he loves Ghost Rider, he loves that type of stuff. Like what he grew up with. But I always had troubles trying to I don't know. It's not my favorite character. He's neat though. He's definitely got his own style, and I don't know where I'm going with that. Just I know there's a lot of Spawn lovers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely could do a Batman one and pencil it and send it to you for sure. My son needs another Batman drawing in his room. I've been really trying to do like Tony Estinalis. I love his style for Batman.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. I just really gotten into his style for Batman.
What Batman books has he done?
Court of the Owls. He did that. He's the one I think that introduced Damien, if I remember right. Like the first official appearance of Damien.
Yeah, Tony Daniels. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, his name is a little. It's not exactly Daniels. Everyone just says Tony Daniels. It's but yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's like with an accent of some sort. Or was that no? Damien came out. When did Damien come out? And
2005 or 13 or something like that.
it was.
I thought he did it. He did. It was Batman 60, Batman 50. No, Batman 655 or something. It's.
I thought that was Morrison and a Kubert, one of the Kuberts, like Andy Kubert doing that with him.
It was might have been.
Oh, it was Tony Daniel. It was Tony Daniel. It had to have been, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because it was Court of the Owls. It was the issue number 3. That was like the first. I don't know if that's really the first appearance of Damien, because Damien did appear in the 80s. 650. I think it was 655. I think that's the Batman title for their first official Damien. But I don't know. It's hard to know anymore with cameos. When did they appear? When did they not appear?
I think it might have been Tony Daniel. It was either Tony Daniel or Andy Kubert. I totally forgot. But yeah, with Grant Morrison. Yeah, that's I have a Swamp Thing sketch by him actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm really jealous right now. You're like, you have a lot of stuff that I wish I could have.
I have a lot of opportunities.
I have his autograph. If you go to conventions and you know Ryan Benjamin's gonna be at one of them, let me know, please.
Oh yeah.
Because I would love to get his autograph. Because, like I said, nobody comes to Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's true. I can't. Some of those states like really get like really scarce like events like that of any sort. But yeah,
well, they go
there too.
they go where the money is. That's pretty much what they're gonna do.
It's kind of crazy how many creators live in that direction though, because of like the solitude as well.
The writer of The Sandman, Neil,
Yeah.
he lives in Minnesota, not that far away from me. He actually
Oh,
lived
really?
in Wisconsin for a really long time, but yeah, now he
Yeah.
lives in Minnesota.
I thought he just lived in his Woodstock place in New York. That's crazy.
He came out here
Awesome.
because of quiet. He didn't want to deal with people, and apparently, the guy that works at our comic book store ran into him, and he got really angry with him because he asked him for his autograph. He didn't want
Really?
to. He didn't want to be bothered. That's why he moved, I guess, this way.
How long ago was that?
Had to be like, I think it was back in like 2001, 2002.
Oh, interesting.
Around there, he
Wow.
lived
I've
on.
always heard Neil was nice about stuff like that. It's crazy.
Oh, I bet he is. I just that was what he said, so I'm not quite
Yeah.
sure.
That's
But he
wild.
just like, I was busy. He didn't want to do anything. It's like, okay.
It's always a bummer too, especially when you hit a creator at the wrong moment or something, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like I messed this up by doing that.
Beetlejuice's stripes are always so much fun to draw.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
He's a fun character.
It's funny because you could be like kind of wacky with him too. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
there's a lot to that.
I found out that the scene where in the original movie where Michael Keaton knocks over the tree, apparently that wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh
He
really?
ad-libbed because he was supposed to just kick it and nothing else was supposed to happen. But the tree fell over and then he just improvised and then said that famous line.
That's fucking cool. I love when moments like that happen during filmmaking. There we go. Um, Keaton's such a like. It's funny because like, Beetlejuice is almost like his chance to be the Joker in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he do Beetlejuice first or was it? I think it was Beetlejuice first, and then he did Batman,
No, I think
right?
Batman was first.
Was Batman first?
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty sure. I think Beetlejuice was like 91 or something. 92. I could be wrong though. I'm not like totally happy with how his face came out. Whatever. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm not too upset about it now that I put black on it. Okay, not bad. Ah, heck today. Can't wait to erase some of these pencils. Oh,
That's always the fun part, right at the end.
yeah,
Making
exactly.
erase all the pencils.
I never remember to erase my pencils. I just leave them in there.
Really? Sometimes they work
Yeah.
with it, but this is
Yeah.
there was I did this piece I drew it so fast. I like had to. There's a lot of preliminary stuff in there. It's definitely one of the fastest pieces I've spat out that has like this much, I guess, detail to it. Typically, I like start the piece like in the morning and like slowly work through it during the day or something, you know? But today I started like 40 minutes, 30 minutes before, no, 20 minutes before I set the time before. Like 30 minutes probably, it's solid before we jumped on the stream.
Well, you guys are both a lot further ahead than I am.
Max and I always try to finish a piece on a stream. It's been our challenge since we started. It gets hard sometimes. Like today, I'll probably get close to finishing, but I won't. I was supposed to do a bunch of grass right here in the corner, and I didn't.
I told my
It was just a bunch of spikes, so I might be able to pull it off.
wife before I started. I said I'm gonna try to get the Beetlejuice done. I'll finish it later.
That's why I love seeing the difference in styles between all of us, and that's the fun part about the show. You know, everyone kind of does something totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one time that we did Alien with Brandon DePillis,
Yeah,
that's the one that changed how I do these, because that was a huge 11 by 17 alien that I did in
yeah.
2 hours. So that really showed me like, okay, this is how fast you need to work. This is like your method and process.
It kind of makes me have to think of like ways around stuff really fast too.
Yeah. But pinups are so much easier than pages
Oh yeah,
by
hands
like
down,
a
totally different.
like yeah, it's so different.
Yeah, that's why I think next year I really want to tackle on some paneling or character stuff. You know what I mean? Creation, things like
Yeah.
that. Start making like comics on the stream.
That'd be a
These
neat
are fun
idea.
though, for sure. But like we'll change the show and grow it, change it up. This is like a nice start to the show, you know? Basics, have fun drawing.
You know?
Yeah.
I think honestly, still my favorite piece I did was that Spider-Man. That Wolverine I did a while back.
What Spider-Man did you
Yeah,
do?
I was
I was a Ben Riley one.
Oh,
looking through my pieces, and there were some of them that I was definitely like, these are good. Other ones I was like, what was I thinking?
Oh yeah, for sure, hands down. Hands down. I'm always proud that I finish a piece though. Like even if I don't like it, like I'm like, well. And there's always the beginning stage of like doing it where you're like, I don't know if this is gonna be okay or good or even come out. And then you're like, well, won't know until I work more at it. So
Absolutely, yeah.
you gotta start
I think
somewhere.
I'm definitely, yeah, I think I'm definitely getting better at like kind of like just messily sketching something out and then moving with it. Um, Today kind of proved that to me. I feel. This whole tombstone needs more black TBH.
You guys probably can hear the kids now.
Honestly, it goes with the lo-fi though. You know what I mean? Like it works really well with the song. It sounds like
She's
it's part
putting
of
on,
the mix.
and she's putting on the bed right now.
It's funny.
my
Yeah,
my son's going through the uh Y stage in a little bit, but it's more like, what are you doing? You know, when he asks the question that he already knows the answer, just try to get you to basically respond to him to get your attention.
that's funny. So cute.
He did that a little. He did that when he was younger, like a little bit younger, but now he's doing a little bit more because he went into school. So
Adding more black to this tombstone was the right idea. Black, not more white. Adding more black to it. I'm exhausted, so I'm just like getting by at this point. Jesus.
I had 3 cups of coffee before starting this feed. We've been up
Should have.
really early because of the car.
Oh,
My
really?
my wife works in town, and then my son has to go to school, so it's about a 45-minute drive into town, and then try to get back to his school on time to drop him off. We've been waking up at like 5:30 in the morning.
Oof.
Yeah. So not having 2 cars kind of sucks.
Yeah, it takes its toll, I'm sure. Refreshes black all that out, I think, man. Yep, that worked out. Yeah, I know. I had too much caffeine because I was like making me like I had like acid reflux after a bit. I was like, I can't handle like this much. My body just needs rest apparently.
Then you start to shake really good. So not too good of a combo when you decide to draw.
Oh right, yeah, I feel you there. I feel like I needed something on the side. I might just black that out though.
Dude, I love the parallel pen. It's so good.
Yeah, looks rad. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying the scraping in a weird way right now.
Just screaming in the background, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna like put this piece away, and then when I'm going through stuff, I'm gonna see it and be like, oh, I know what I need to do to finish it. Like,
Nothing wrong with that. Step away from the drawing and then come back to it. That's sometimes your best option. Like
For sure.
You do need that break. I hate the one part I hate about it though is that I get so excited about it that I want to post it and have everybody see it, and then once you post it, you're like,
you find all the flaws. Like,
oh yeah. So I've been really trying to behave and take a picture, go downstairs, sit, and stare at it, and that's so far that's been working. And there's my daughter.
yeah, drawing pages is gonna be fun pretty soon. Doing episode like on paneling or something. And just build off of there.
They're a lot of fun. It's just they're very. You can do them quick, or you can spend a long time on them.
Yeah, that's gonna be
That's
the
where
interesting part.
That's where I wish I had a tablet so I could ink them in on the tablet in case I screwed up. Because once you screw up on the spot, it's just like 4 or 5 hours.
Just gets discouraging.
Oh yeah. I know with the broadcast, there was one page that I did for you, and I ended up redoing the whole entire page because of the ink spilled everywhere.
No.
Yeah,
Oh
I
man.
was pretty sad on that day. I was just like, I just no, I'm done. And I walked away for a while. I was just like, no, no.
Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna be right back, but do we only have 10 minutes left?
Oh,
8 minutes.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna finish this. But I'm so close. God
Yeah,
dang
you're
it.
really close. Honestly, I'm
I
gonna
might.
get close to finishing it. I'm not gonna finish it completely though.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I
not
still have a
gonna.
whole part written down here. There's no way. I'll probably
I'll
wrap
have
up
to
after
finish.
this lettering.
Yeah, I'll have to finish like tomorrow afternoon sometime.
Yeah, definitely. I barely finished inking my Inktober notebook. I had taken such a break, like a pause after all that. Um, I just finished the last page yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, it was that DIY page I left off on.
All right. I guess I gotta go ham for about 10 minutes and hopefully I get somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now. Yeah, we have like 7 minutes left.
Time went by really quickly.
Dude, it really did. It really did.
Yeah.
We zoned out like on hard on these pieces too.
Well, when my daughter starts school, she will be well known. Everybody will hear her.
Dude, yeah, that was that one I heard. That's funny.
She's good some nights, other nights she's like, I don't want to go to bed. How dare you put me in this bed?
My gosh. That's insane. It's wild.
She's a delight when she's in a good mood, but when she's not in a good mood, you just
When's the best time for you to work on your art? Like, does it,
now, like
oh
right
yeah,
after the kids go to bed, it's usually 9:30 to 2 o'clock in the morning.
oh, wow, dang.
That's really the only time, and then I wake up at 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I have to get all the kids and everybody else ready. But I don't.
Nice.
I usually get about 4 hours of sleep. But
Oof.
yeah, I don't know. I wish I
Until it
could
works for you.
sleep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
As long
I
as
wish I
you're
could get a full
functional.
night's sleep.
Yeah, you're killing it though. You're making strides, dude. Even from like your work on broadcast to now, which is insane.
I don't know. The summer kind of helped too because I took a little bit of a break. I didn't really do a lot of art. I spent more time with my kids,
Nice.
and that helped. It was all last winter. I was just pushing so hard. I'm like, okay, I need to have another drawing done. I need to have another drawing done because and I thought that's what you had to do on Instagram, like for a really long time. Is I thought you had to keep your art up, like you had to keep constantly doing something, and it burnt me out. Like I was just so tired. When we did the broadcast, I was so relieved to be able to do that because that whole entire time I was never on Instagram.
Oh,
I
nice.
was
Yeah.
doing that for you because I didn't post any of it. I didn't have to share any of it. I was just so relieved.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get writing on that series again next year at some point. Once Apollo mellows out and stabilizes a bit. I didn't expect this year to get so crazy the way it did.
Oh, it
And
happens.
next year's pretty crazy too, but
Brandon, you know it's never gonna stabilize. You know this to be true.
Did you end up I saw the cover. Did you guys reverse it? And then is that a wraparound?
Yeah.
Is that how you guys kept? Yeah, nice. Okay, I was curious if you guys kept it as a wraparound.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm still.
I'm super hyped for that.
I like the orange you guys put in it. That's cool.
Yeah, that was all Max.
It was all me indeed.
Yeah, Bob painted it or colored it, and then went to you. Which no, you did really good. I like how you guys hid the Apollo behind it too. That turned out really cool.
Oh yeah, that tripped me out. It's funny because I didn't notice that at first. Like, it took me a minute. I have like 3 minutes to do some of these little grass spikes. That fake plastic grass they have.
Yup.
Do a bunch of.
My goal at the end of this is to make this look like the reflection off the glass. Like this is the ceiling, like up here.
Ooh.
The goal what I'm trying to do in the glass is to make it look like he's looking up, so it's like daydreaming type deal. So I wanted to see if I could capture the ceiling and the glass at the same time. I'm hoping that turns out okay. Because I was debating if I was just going to leave this gray, and then if it ever got colored, have the person do like just a gray tone. But I think I'm going to try to do all black. Should still pop.
Love it. Dude, yeah, I love your Beetlejuice, Jeremy. It's so clean, so good.
Thanks, buddy. And then, yours is awesome too. Sorry, I look up and then it's just like blinding light. I'm looking at the sun. No, dude, you did a good job, Brandon. Max, Brandon, I want a PDF of yours when you're done, and I definitely want a PDF of yours, Max, too.
Man, Max,
All right.
I love the worm with the open mouth, man. That's so sick.
So I'll get those in a frame and then put those up in the office here.
Yeah, I'll finish it. I'll probably just send you this.
Oh, really? I'll take yeah.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna mail you some books soon in general. So,
Oh,
Max,
nice.
I finally found a book where I could send you stuff. I'm gonna be sending you things soon, Max.
Woohoo! Finally.
I know, man. Finally, one finally fits like what I need to give you. So I gotta make sure I have everything I need to give you, though.
Yeah.
It's been months. I'm trying not to be too sloppy with this, but like it's like just zigzags, and I just want it to end.
I'm definitely starting to get sloppy with mine, but I'm also trying to finish this.
It's always right when you get towards the end too. You're just like, I want this done.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I feel
I'm
like
not
that's
gonna
like your
finish
most dangerous point, though.
Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna
just want to
finish
finish
it.
these spikes. I want to finish this like tiny little bit of pokies. I'm almost there. like one more minute. So I'm gonna give this. And then we'll spotlight each other's and go from there. Go from there, end from there. Nice. Forget. All right. Let's spotlight some stuff.
Oh, sure.
Let's see here. How do I do it? Jeremy, let's show yours real fast. Let's full screen that a little bit. Oh man. Yeah, dude, the inking's so clean.
It's gonna take some time. I'll probably have like another say maybe 2.5 hours into this one.
Yeah. Love it though.
It looks great.
Max, you wanna show yours?
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
No, don't show mine yet, but it's okay.
Alright, I'll
What?
show mine.
Uh,
This is what I did. This is what I spat out. It's cool though.
Yeah, it's fun.
Go
that is neat. I like the concept that you were going with. Like he's rapping.
I like this guy. This guy is like my favorite thing. Yeah, this little gargoyle dude I did. I was really happy with him.
Nice.
My favorite piece. But it was fun. It was just to spit out a thing I've never done before and everything. Yeah, I'm cool with it. This was definitely like, I'm just gonna have fun with this piece type of thing. Oh man, that's
Alright.
a fucking killer. That's so
Hold
cool.
on.
Nice.
Oh, so cool.
We're gonna.
Oh,
So I gotta
yeah.
finish her dress.
Love it.
That's sick.
There's
Oh, it's a great. What'd you use for this? What pen did you use for that? For those lines?
it's a Pilot parallel pen.
Oh wow, nice.
And you didn't do. You just
I'll,
that came right out.
I'll zoom out again. Oops, wrong way. Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm probably gonna go in with some gray wash and some white out and maybe some spatter up here. I don't know.
Ooh.
I gotta finish putting in the inks first.
Ooh, sick, dude. Man, good job, guys.
Good.
This has been a very fun, challenging night for sure. This is very interesting. Character I never thought I'd pick up to try to draw, so that's always fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Killer.
gotta
Well,
get mine up.
everyone, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. And we have a lot of cool stuff coming out with Comics Offspring, including some great Black Friday promos. So keep an eye out for that. Check your emails. Announcements probably going out Monday, and we'll be slowly unveiling stuff as they come out. So check your stuff, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Jeremy.
No problem.